Hello, guys, and welcome to this episode of the Brawlcasters. I'm James, that's Alex. We are the voices of Flex Fight Series, partnered together for 3 years. And Alex, I know you love this comment, but we've decided to take our combined 50 years of martial arts experience and bring it to the internet. So, Alex, tell us a little bit more about what we're about to witness.
Yeah, so what we like to do is bring those fights to you guys, our expert commentary, and we like to break down what's going on in the live scheme of the fight world. Today, we got Wing C versus the Chef. Wing C, actually a viral superstar. He is a buddy of ours. We've had to call pleasure, of calling a few of his fights at the Flex Fight Series cage, and we always love to shoot the shit with the guy, right, James?
Yeah, he is a walking cartoon character. The man is exactly the same person in the cage and outside of it. There's nothing different about him. What you see is what you get. He is a walking meme. I think what the kids call it is aura farming constantly. Right, Alex?
Yeah, and speaking of that aura farming, we see it, the video hasn't played yet, but we see it in his intro, right? And we see it in his intro each time when we call the fights, him dancing into the cage, having a great time. But without further ado, guys, let's kick it off. Let's see some fun fights.
Here we go. Just the majesty of this entrance.
He almost popped his ankle there, though. That would have sucked.
Yeah, that would have sucked for sure. But like I said, the guy is exactly the same whether he is in the cage or is talking to us beforehand.
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth. He is exactly the same. It's funny because sometimes you meet a guy and you're like, it's not him. He's playing it up for the moment. No, this is him. He is just like this. Every time we're around him, he acts just like this. This is him.
Yeah, when we were talking to him a couple of weeks ago at Flex Fight Series to tell him Brawlcasters was coming, he was dancing while we were talking to him, and there wasn't music playing.
No, he has his own music, and I respect that, honestly. And here, his opponent, the Chef, I want to see what's going on with him. I obviously, we haven't seen him fight before, but we do see that haircut, and that you got to have some confidence to get a haircut like that. So that's off to him.
Yeah, I mean, the lemon tree was not kind to him, that's for sure.
He trusted supercuts, and that's one way to do it. One interesting thing is he does have a really, really baggy t-shirt on. I know that doesn't seem that crazy, but, like, we're used to guys fighting in rash guard, no shirts, things like that. The baggy shirt thing, it's become popular again in, like, jiu-jitsu gyms. I've run into a few guys that do that again. The t-shirt guy, we call him.
Yeah, speaking of guys, like the haircut on this guy, the camo shorts, and this guy is just a unique character, we'll call him.
Yeah, Fire Chicken, it says. That guy is loving the bit. He loves being that Fire Chicken, and honestly, I'm for it, man.
Yeah, who are we to complain about the Fire Chicken?
Yeah, dude, I like this. Be you, bro. I like to see this. All right, with our tail of the tape. Yeah, 18-2. That's the big thing that stands out for me right there. 18-2 for Wing C.
Wing C coming out crazy like he normally does. But what we always talk about that makes Wing C so difficult is he has legit skills behind all this flash. Like striking, angling out well. The bandana is off now. It means business.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, right? The biggest thing to him is his timing, right? He has immaculate timing and legit skills. Ooh, I think, did that knee land a little bit high there?
I think it might have.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot, though. He has legit skills behind him joking around and stuff. And this does not what you want to see, right? A knee landing shot with an illegal shot there. That sucks. Wing C, even though he likes to joke around and play around, he is an adamant professional, so he didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, he's definitely...
This moment.
The couple of times that we've seen similar things happen in the amateur MMA cage, guy's always super apologetic afterwards.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes what happens, like when the headbutt happened in one of his MMA fights, it was more that because of his unusual style and the way he slips, they just kind of collided, and that's what happened.
Yeah, because he does not come out in straight lines by any stretch of the imagination.
As you say that, he comes out dancing, trying to imbue his aura into his opponent. James, I talked about it a little bit. You see that baggy shirt? I don't really love to see that, dog.
Yeah, and the posture that he is taking the chef defensively is not one that's going to pay off well in his ability to counter-strike.
Yeah, but you know what? I got to give it to the chef. He's staying in there. He's trying, right? He's trying to deliver on some of these shots. He can't quite find that rhythm, that range for him to evolve and land good shots to put his opponent down, though.
And now, we've talked before about just the variables that Wing C brings to things. The dancing, into the kickboxing, into the wrestling, and the timing between all of those things is what makes him so hard to handle. You never know what's coming next.
Yeah, right there. Nice shot landed by Wing C. Excuse me. Beautiful. Just picture perfect boxing there. And then he throws some crazy wheelhouse kick. Like, that's why we like watching him. And I know a lot of guys on the internet, they're like, dude, this guy, he's just a meme, he's just a joke, but he's a good fighter.
Yeah, we've seen him beat some very talented, very skilled, very disciplined fighters before. Once again, he puts the chef down, and that is all she wrote. And there he goes, strutting his stuff, walking away.
Walking away victorious, and here we have some of the highlights, guys.
Big jumping right hand. Some of the slip and rip. The knee that went a little high, though. I think it was the hip bone that caught the chef. The chef with a nice high kick there. Wing C, aura farming.
I think, honestly, this is just one that spoke to the experience. 20 fights in the Street Beefs arena. It's just hard to go up against just somebody like that who's had all those moments in that cage.
And there's Death Sentence getting crazy.
Oh, I mean, it's Death Sentence.
Yeah.
You gotta expect a little bit of craziness in that energy.
Wing C just being Wing C. Alex, any closing thoughts on the performance from our man Wing C?
You gotta say Wing C again. One of those guys you love to see him fight, but you hate to be against him in that octagon, it looks like. And I gotta give the hats off. Chef did his thing. He tried to stay in there. Just wasn't the right opponent for him, sadly. I think he'll bounce back, and we'd love to see him again there.
Absolutely. So, guys, as always, we appreciate you watching. If you have any fights that you want to break down, put them in the comments below or find the Instagram in our bio, and we would be happy to feature the fights that you guys would love to see us break down. Until next time, I'm Alex. I'm James. That's Alex. We are the Brawlcasters.
That's the perfect outro ever.
Best ever.